Okay, so we are now on the quarter 3, week 5 of our discussion, and the topic is all about laws of proportions and basic proportionality theorem. So I know you have the background regarding proportions, maybe grade 7, elementary, no, yung mga na-topic na ninyo yung proportions. So let's give the simplest form of the given. Number 1, 6/10. How can we get the simplest form or the lowest term of the given? So 6/10 can be form can be in the lowest form of 3/5. How? We just have to think of a number that can be divided to the both sides, wherein the numerator and the denominator. So kailangan parehas ka ng gagamitin na pang-divide mo, which is 2 for number 1 example. So they are having common number na 2. Hindi pwede yung ibang number. Yes, yung 3 pwede, yung 6 pwede sa 3. 'Di ba? Pwede mo i-divide sa 3 'yon. Pero hindi mo siya pwedeng i-divide sa 10. So hindi magi-eksakto. Kailangan sakto. So again, the lowest form or lowest term of 6/10 is 3/5 divided by 2 'yon. How about number 2, 18/48 by 6, no? So divide natin siya by 6, so it became 3/8. So that is the lowest term of 18/48. How about 32/100? So it can be divided to 4. So yung 4 ginamit natin, the answer will be 8/25. So proportion and its parts. Proportion, for the definition, a proportion is a statement of equality between two ratios. So in symbols, A over B is equal to C over D. Okay? Or, pwede rin namang A as to B is C as to D, where B and D must not be equal to 0. Why? Bakit bawal maging 0 yung letter B and letter D natin? Kasi it will become undefined. Okay? So the answer will be undefined. Okay lang na ang numerator mo ay 0. Kahit anong number yung nasa denominator. Ang answer kasi na magiging lalabas doon is 0. So 0 na yung magiging answer. Pero kapag ang denominator mo ay 0, that is undefined. Okay? So each number in a proportion is called term. For A, B, C, D, sundan mo lang siya. A is for first term, B is for second term, C is for third term, and D is for fourth term. So the second and third terms are called means, and the first and the fourth terms are called the extremes of the proportion. So here it goes. A is to B as C is to D. So itong nasa malapit or katabi ng equal sign, ang tawag natin sa kanila ay means. And yung nasa dulo naman is the extremes. So ganyan ka gagamit kapag ganito ang symbol mo. Okay? How do we read this one ba? The above proportion is read as A is to B as C is to D, wherein A is to B as C is to D. Okay? So, ganun po natin siya babasahin. Hindi A colon B equals C colon D. No. That is incorrect. The fundamental laws of proportions in geometry. Proportions are very useful in solving problems involving length of segments. It is often necessary to rewrite a proportion into equivalent form. This can be done by using the laws of proportion. So there are a lot of laws that we are going to discuss for this lesson. So better listen. Means extremes product law. Okay? In a proportion, the product of the means equals the product of the extremes. If A over B is equal to C over D, then AD is equal to BC, where BD must not be equal to 0. Anong nangyari? Nag-cross multiply lang po tayo. Yun po yung tinatawag natin or yung common na pantawag natin sa kanya is cross multiplication. Bakit nga ba natin siya ginagamitan ng cross multiplication? In proportion, kapag naka-equal sign po ang dalawang fractions, you can use the means extremes product law or yung tinatawag na cross multiplication. So, A times D, which is AD, and B times C is equal to BC. Ganun lang po siya. For example, we have here 2 over 6 is equal to 4 over x. So, 2x is equal to 4 times 6. So, how did it happen? Yung 2, nagmultiply siya kay x. Then, same with 6 and 4. So, parang nag-cross multiply ka lang talaga. Pero, the right term is means extremes product law. So, 2x is equal to 4 times 6. So, 2x is equal to 24, where 4 times 6 is 24. 2x is equal to 24, divide both sides by 2. The answer is 12. Okay? Switch means switch extremes law. Interchanging the means or interchanging the extremes of one proportion results another proportion. If A over B is equal to C over D, then, number 1, A over C is equal to B over D. Anong nangyari? Nag-switch po yung means at nag-switch din yung extremes. So, number 2, D over B is equal to C over A. Yung means natin, yung extremes natin, nag-stay lang sila. Yung A tsaka D. Ano ang nag-switch? Yung means natin. And dito naman sa pangalawa, nakastay lang yung mga means natin. Ang nagpalit is yung extremes. So, therefore, A, B, C, D must not be equal to 0. Bakit lahat na sila? Kasi nagamit natin silang lahat as the denominator. For example, we have here, 12 over 15 is equal to 4 over x. So, ang nangyari, nagstay si means, nagpalitan si extremes. Okay? Bakit? Kasi nasa ilalim yung value ng x. So, mas madali nating isosolve kung nasa taas siya. So, what happened here is, naiwan yung x, okay? Ang nagmultiply lang yung means. Bakit yung means na lang yung pinagmultiply natin? Yung 15 and 4. Kasi, kapag pinagmultiply pa natin yung 12 tsaka x, magdi-divide na naman ulit tayo. So, panibagong solution na naman. So, kahit hindi mo na i-multiply yung x sa 12, automatic, gagamitin natin siya pang divide. So, para hindi ka na mahirapan, gawin mo na lang, kung nandito na yung value ng x mo or any variable mo, huwag mo na siyang i-multiply sa extremes. Okay? So, 15 times 4 is what? 60. 60 divided by 12 is 5. Okay? Next, invert both sides law. If the terms of the ratio of a proportion are inverted, the result is also a proportion. If A over B is equal to C over D, then B over A is equal to D over C. So, nag-switch sila. Both. Okay? So, A, B, C, D must not be equal to 0 because they are now used as denominator. So, this is an example. 4 over x is equal to 16 over 12. X over 4, which is nag-invert from the denominator to numerator. Okay? From A over B. Naging B over A. Katulad din dito, from C over D, naging D over C. Okay? So, again, nag-iisa na lang yung x dito. No need to multiply it by 16 para hindi ka na magdi-divide mamaya. So, 4 times 12 na lang ang gagawin mo. And 4 times 12 is 48. 48 divided by 16 is 3. Okay? Next. Denominator addition law. Adding the corresponding denominator to its numerator results to another proportion. If A over B is equal to C over D, then A plus B over B is equal to C plus D over D, where BD must not be equal to 0. What happened here? Ang nangyari po, observe mo lang kung ano yung denominator mo, i-add mo siya sa numerator. Okay? For example, itong fraction na to, A over B. Okay? Itong terms na to. Ang second term natin or yung denominator natin is B. So, yun yung i-add natin ngayon sa taas, sa numerator natin or dun sa first term natin. Same as with third and fourth term. Okay? For example, we have here x minus 5 over 5 is equal to 6 over 10. Okay? So, ano ba yung denominator natin dito sa left side? That is 5. Okay? How about sa right side? 10. So, kopyahin mo lang muna yung equation, x minus 5, saka ka mag-a-add ng 5. Kung ano yung denominator mo, yun yung i-add mo. Okay? X minus 5 plus 5 over 5 is equal to 6 plus 10 over 10. Bakit 10? Kasi 10 yung denominator mo. Okay? So, this will become 0. Okay? 5 minus 5 is 0. So, therefore, natira na lang ay x. Okay? So, this will become x over 5 is equal to 16 over 10. So, x is equal to 16 times 5 divided by 10. So, 16 times 5 is 80 divided by 10 is 8. Okay? Another one, denominator subtraction law. Subtracting the corresponding denominator to its numerator results to another proportion. Just like what we had kanina, which is the denominator addition law. Sunod mo nang gagamitin ay denominator subtraction law, which is subtracting the corresponding denominator to its numerator results to another proportion. Kung ano yung denominator mo, subtract mo lang siya. Kung kanina nag-plus b tayo, ngayon magma-minus b tayo. Same as with this. So, x plus 4 over 4 is equal to 6 plus 12. So, since 4 ang given natin dito, magma-minus tayo ngayon ng 4 sa baba. Okay? So, x plus 4 minus 4 over 4 is equal to 6 minus 12 over 12. So, bakit ba tayo nag-a-add and nagma-minus? Look at this. This one is plus. So, para maging 0 na siya, ano ang idadagdag mo? Minus 4. Yun po yung logic doon. Okay? Para hindi ka na mahirapan. So, x over 4 is equal to negative 6 over 12. Bakit naging negative 6? Because 12 is higher than 6 and the sign of 12 is negative. And you are going to what? Follow the sign of the larger or bigger number. So, negative 6 over 12. So, multiply ulit natin yan. This will become x is equal to negative 6 times 4. Negative 6 times 4 is negative 24. Negative 24 divided by 12 is negative 2. Numerator to denominator sum law. The ratio of the sum of the numerators to the sum of the denominators is equivalent to each equal ratio. For example, we have here, if a over b is equal to c over d is equal to e over f is equal to g over h, and so on. Okay? So, pwede pa ma-extend. So, ginamitan na lang ng tatlong tuldok to recognize na dire-diretso pa siya. Then, a plus c plus e plus g plus ellipsis over b plus d plus f plus h plus is equal to a over b plus c is equal to c over d, where b, d, f, h is not be equal to 0. Ito yung mga ginamit na denominator. So, for example, we have here 2 over 3 is equal to 4 over 6 is equal to 18. 8 over 12 is equal to 16 over 24. What you're going to do is to add all the numerator. 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16. Lahat ng nasa taas. Ganon din po yung nasa baba, which is 3 plus 6 plus 12 plus 24. So, the answer here is 30 over 45. And ano ang lowest term ng 30 over 45? 2 over 3. Bakit parehas sila nung given natin na una? Kasi they are all equal. Okay? So, 2/3 is equal to 4/6. Paano nangyari yon? I-lowest term mo yung 4/6. It will become 2/3. Okay? Ganun lang siya. So, basic proportionality theorem na tayo. So, we're going to use the proportion kanina yung mga laws. If a line parallel to one side of a triangle intersects the other two sides in distinct points, then it divides the sides proportionally. So, given triangle SHA, RE is parallel to HA. RE daw po is parallel to HA. O, ipuprove natin. RE is parallel to HA, given na yan. Angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. Angle 3 is congruent to angle 4. Paano nangyari yon? The reason is, if a parallel line is cut by a transversal, their corresponding angles are congruent. Ibig sabihin, pag nag-cut ka, okay, ang magiging corresponding angles mo ay congruent. So, triangle SHA, itong malaki, at yung SRE will be similar. Bakit? If two angles of a triangle are congruent to the angles of another triangle, then the two triangles are similar. So, ibig sabihin po, kung pares po ng angle itong dalawa, dito sa angle dito sa malaki, they are similar triangles. So, HS over RS is equal to AS over ES. Saan yung HS? Itong buo. Over RS is equal to AS, which is yung buo, to ES. Corresponding sides of similar triangles are proportional. Ibig sabihin, proportion po yung mga sides niya. So, HS minus RS over RS is equal to AS minus ES over ES. Denominator Subtraction Law of Proportion. Yung ginamit dito sa number 5 galing sa number 4. So, HR plus RS is equal to HS. AE plus ES is equal to AS. That is by segment addition postulate. Ibig sabihin, pag pinagdugtong mo daw po itong dalawa, pinagsama mo daw itong dalawang to, ito yung kabuuan. Yun yung mabubuo. Okay? So, HR is equal to HS minus RS and AE is equal to AS minus ES. And that is by subtraction property of equality naman po. Therefore, HR over RS is equal to AE over ES. Okay? So, based on the given theorem of the following proportions can be derived as number 1, upper left over whole left is equal to base 1 over base 2. Wherein, ito po yung given natin. So, meron siyang binigay na ABC and yung midpoint or midline niya is XY. Where AX over AB is equal to XY over BC. Okay? Upper left over whole left is equal to upper right over whole right. Upper left over whole left is equal to upper left over whole right. Upper right over whole right. Next, upper right over whole right is equal to base 1 over base 2. Or AY over AC is equal to XY over BC. Parang yung kanina sa number 1, pero baligtad lang. No? Sa upper right naman siya ngayon. Next, upper left over lower left, upper left over lower left is equal to upper right over lower right. Okay? Example tayo. Triangle DEF, DH is parallel to DF, where EG is 6 and AH is 18, where FH is 12. Find DG. So, ang hanapin natin ngayon is ito. So, meron tayo nito, ito, tsaka ito. Meron tayong upper left, upper right, tsaka lower right. So, kung gagamitin natin yung formula kanina, ito yun. Ang nawawala is ito, lower left. So, hanap ka dyan ng lower left. Pwedeng ito. Or, wala naman na. O, yun. No? So, gagamitin mo ito. So, upper left over lower left is equal to upper right over lower right. Sakto, yun ang given natin. Okay? So, DG over EG is equal to FH over EH. Okay? So, DG is X. Let X be DG. And EG is 6. Ito yun. Yung upper left is equal to 12 over 18. So, by cross multiplication or means extremes product law, x times 3 is 3x, 6 times 2 is 12, 3x is equal to 12, x is equal to 4. Dinivide na siya both sides by 3. So, the value of x is 4. So, ang value na itong x pala na to, or ni DG is 4. Next, so triangle ABC, DE is parallel to BC. Ayan, DE is parallel to BC. So, AB is 12, AD is 4, and EC is 10. Okay? So, pero wala tayong value ng dito, upper right. So, find down natin yung AE. Ayan. So, AD over AB is equal to AE over AC. Where AD is 4, AB is 12. Ayan, given na yan, AB. Yung kabuuan daw niyan. and x or AE ito yon, AE is x, and then x plus 10 yung kabuuan, okay? Kasi kailangan mong i-add yung dalawa para makuha mo yung kabuuan, okay? So, cross multiply natin or switch means extremes product law. This will become 4 times the quantity of x plus 10 is equal to 12x. So, distribute mo lang yung 4, it will become 4x plus 40 is equal to 12x. Then, transpose mo lang yung 4x. So, para maging alone na yung 40. 40 is equal to 12x minus 4x. And that would be 8x is equal to 40. Divide both sides by 8. The answer will be 5. Okay? So, example number 8 tayo. In a photograph, Ayesha is 9 cm tall and her brother Jello is 10 cm. Ayesha's actual age or height is 153 cm. What is Jello's actual height? So, kung titingnan mo dito, naka-arrange na yan siya. No? Ayesha, tapos Jello. So, Ayesha, tapos Jello. So, susundan mo na lang yon. Ayesha's height in photo over Jello's height in photo is equal to Ayesha's actual height over Jello's actual height. So, 9 over 10 is equal to 153 over x. Wherein, ito yon. Yan. Diyan yan, makukuha. So, 9 times x is 9x and 10 times 53 is 1,530. So, divide both sides by 9. It will become 170 centimeter. Lagay mo na lang yung unit sa dulo. So, hence, Jello's actual height is 100 centimeter in height. Next, to estimate how high the ring was, 168 centimeter tall basketball player stood so that the end of his shadow and that of the ring coincided. He found that AY and AB measured 180 centimeter and 506 centimeter respectively. About how high was the basketball ring? So ito yung basketball player which is 168 centimeter tall. So ito yung susukatin natin, yung nawawala. No? So meron din tayong given na AY, ito yon, AY is 180. Tapos yung AB, which is yung kabuuan, is 506. So pwede natin gamitin yung formula kanina, which is QY, ito yon, base 1 over base 2 is equal to, let's say, nakatatayo natin siya. So nasa right siya. Right? Upper right over whole right. Okay? So, QY over PB is equal to AY over AB. So, 168 over PB. PB is the height of the ring. Therefore, AY is 180 and AB is 506. So, cross-multiply ulit natin siya or means extremes product law. This will become 168 times 506 is equal to 180 PB. So, PB is what? Probably 472.27 centimeter high, no? So we are not that sure, no? Kasi ang ginamit natin na symbol is similar. So again, PB is approximately 472.27 centimeter high. So ibig sabihin yung height ng ring is 472.27. Okay? So that's it for this lesson. Thank you.